Hello, so I'm going to show how to order decimals. I'm doing it so that units are the same. And yeah, so and then I'll gradually bring on the more harder topics or harder numbers, which are negative numbers and much larger numbers. But this is one of the basics. And then I'll gradually be bolted on. So I've also got this here because it'll be a lot more helpful and a lot easier to see. So, as we see, they've all got 2 in common. I don't know why I'm doing that. So I'm going to put 2 over here for all of them. So we've got 5 numbers there. Okay. And we look at the unit section. Right, so this one has 5 in its units. The other one has 6. The other one has 1, 1, and then 0. Okay. And then look at the hundredths and the thousands. So in the hundredths, obviously, there is no nothing there. So we can put it down as 0. I could put that down as 0 as well. Then 0 and 0 again. Oh, I am going to have to keep standing up because my phone keeps on running out of storage. Okay. We have the 2.172. And then there's 2.120. Keep in mind, this can also be written as that, right? And I've just basically put that there. It means the same thing, it's no different. And then you have 2.053. Okay. So, as we can see here, the units are all the same. And I mentioned before that the tenths will always be greater than the hundredths, and the hundredths will always be greater than the thousandths. So, over here, I can block this off, right? And if you look, you may see it as 500, 600, 172, 120, and this can we see as 33. So we can just order it like that, because we already know that we've got the 2's there. So we're basically ordering it using these. So the highest value we have is a 600. So we're going to have 2.6. I'm doing this in descending order. And then the next highest is 500, so 2.5. Right, next highest, so 172, and you have 120. Obviously, 172 is higher, so we're going to have 2.172. After that, there's 120, so 2.120, or 2.12, doesn't matter. And then this can be seen as 33, which is obviously the smallest out of all these, so 2.053. So that's how we'd order it. I'm sure I'm triggering some people. Oh, you're rubbing it like that, so I'm going to try not to do that again. Alright, so now I'm going to use other numbers, so it's not all going to be 2, it's not all going to be at the same units, and I'm also going to add tens in there. So let's say we have 10.1, 2.537, 13.219, 5.27, and 9.182. Right? Okay, so why not ordering these? And maybe a little bit more easier because we can just look over here and see which one's the highest to which one's the lowest. So out of all these numbers, 13.219 would be the highest because 13 would be higher than all of these numbers. Now you have 10.1. So be written as 10.10. And then the next highest we have is 9.182. Then 5.27. Then 2.53. So So in some cases, you don't really have to look at this global area after the decimal. You could really just look here, because we all know that 13 is going to be the highest, followed on by the 10, you know. So in some cases, as you can see, you don't really have to do all that. Okay, and let me just so you can see the tens. Okay, so I'm going to mix up a bit more. So 10.127, 10.982, 10.3, 9.89, and then 9.1. Right. As you can see, some of the units, some of the values before the decimal are the same, such as the 10 and the 9. So if it helps, we can use this column. So we have the 10 here. We have 10 3 times, so let's go right to that. Right, and we're going to focus on this one. So you have 1, 2, 7, and then we've got 9, 8, 2, and we have the 3, which can be written as 300. Okay, I'm just checking if you could see the tens. Yeah, you can. Okay, cool. So we all know that we've got the tens are the same, so you can block that off, right? But we can look at this section here. So we've got 982, 127, 300. Out of this, the 982 is larger, so that would be the greatest number. And then the 300 would be the next highest. Well, because right, that's 10.3, to be honest with you. And then the 10.127 is the next highest. As you can see, I'm not really bothering with the 9s. I know that 10s are going to go first anyway, because the 10's greater than the 9. So, yeah. Okay. And then we have the 9.81, 9.1. So we've got 9.89. And then we've got the 9.1, which can be written as 9.10. Okay, so as we can see, the 89 here is greater than the 10, so be 9.89, which is greater, and then 9.1. So yeah, and then in the next video, I'm going to bring in negative and positive values, and I might bring in some high value as well.